businesses to study the terms of trade engagement to enable them to enjoy the full benefit of the African Continental Free Trade Area after. Mr. Nyamiche, who gave the advice when he was speaking in an interview with the media in Sunyani, indicated that this is the most convenient time for business in the region to scale up and utilize available opportunities to also penetrate other African markets with the free trade taking full force. He therefore encouraged local businesses to endeavor to market their product in other countries and not just sit back and watch the Ghanaian market flooded with foreign goods, as this is the time to take advantage of the expanded market. He observed sometimes in cross-border trade, some of the members encountered challenges such as seizure of goods and payment of exorbitant duties at the borders, and therefore encouraged members to report such incidents for the association to step in to offer the necessary assistance. If you just join us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News has gathered that Ghana's land borders are set to reopen within 14 days. This is part of agreement reached at the two-day crunch cabinet meeting led by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The land borders, which were shut in March 2020, are to be reopened subject to land protocols. Now, prior to the cabinet meeting, Minister of Information Kojo Ponkroma hinted at such decision after he indicated that the president had been engaged in meetings in that direction. Meanwhile, some economists have also called for immediate reopening of the borders, claiming it was worsening the economic conditions of persons living in border towns. In our final story this morning, let's move to China, where China's tech hub city of Shenzhen resumed normal work and production today after a 7-day lockdown, but it could take weeks for cargo flows to recover. Following 3 rounds of testing, Deputy Secretary General of the Shenzhen Municipal Government, Hen Quan, said that COVID-19 prevention in the city was under control. Ocean carriers that experienced a flood of booking cancellation for sailing from Yantian are now hoping their prospect at the port will improve in the coming weeks. But there are new concerns about COVID flare-ups in other regions impacting supply chains. Maersk said today it was closely monitoring the situation in China and the impact of government strict border controls, extensive testing and lockdown on the supply chain. Now, while current numbers remain low compared with countries elsewhere, China is increasing its effort to mitigate the situation. According to Maersk, more than 7,000 cases have been registered in the first 2 weeks of March, making this the worst COVID flare-up in the country since the start of pandemic 2 years ago. Now, with more lockdowns in Chinese city likely in the coming weeks as the nation pursues a policy of COVID-19 zero tolerance, the disruption on tracking and container depot is causing considerable delays to orders getting onto the quay for shipment. On this note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority, they provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact the Mother Shippers House in Accra. My name is Nanisi Boateng, my producer, Kiko Boache. Have a great day.
Yenso akwan suju medie hia mo man bia ankanko edi Ghana eku wiase na di wiase so ba Ghana Shippers Authority ani so ade hunu ne se ye bebuo nsuo so adwadifo ewo haw bia wonam mu efri no ma ayra di aseye sika yaji wa emfa kwan so eni haw ahodo pii henya daje kyen nsuo so adwadifo eno ma eko se de be ya wo beti ase ye ni so ade hunu ne se ye besom ni asom sompa hwe Ghana Shippers Authority ewo Ghana Shippers House Ridge Accra Gapoha Towers Tema NCA Building 4th Gardens Echupe Okumas Takrade Shippers Center Takrade Yamusa Building Sansuna Gumbihini Tamale Yewo Complaints Unit Ewo Elibu Paga Aflau Boda Sansuna Kutuka Wimshe Jinabia Ena Takotel Takrade Fred 0302 666915 and I toll free number 08